Hey guys, what's really good? I'm KJ. If you didn't already know, let's start this off by going ahead and hitting that subscribe button right now because I need my subscribers to get on up there. I ain't begging, but I'm begging. So it ain't hard. It's free. I'm funny sometimes. I don't know what else to tell you. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of cringy. But anyways, we gonna get another story time, and if you did not see part 1 to my nail salon horror story, this is part 2, which is not really like a joint on part. That's why I broke it up in 2 different stories, but it is another nail salon horror story, and it kind of ties together with the other one because the guy ended up working at the other shop as well that was in the first story. So yeah, that's why it kind of ties in. Okay, so after that nail incident in my first story time, if y'all ain't watched this video right now and go watch the first one, and then come back and watch this one. So, because y'all need to understand why I said I ain't going there no more, because it was a mess. So I started going to this other nail salon, and this one always just had like one person in it, so it was cool. And like he became my regular nail tech. Like I went to every 2 weeks he saw me, if not sooner, because I switched my nails up a lot. And I used to always just go to him, and I would just, because he didn't like to do like a lot of designs and stuff. Like any design you ask him to do, he gonna tell you he can't do it. So I just used to go to him and get my acrylic done, and then I would paint them myself. Because as I mentioned in the first video, I do nails and stuff sometimes and they be cute. So like whenever I would come in, I would still have my polish on and my nails on. And a lot of times his customers see me and they'll be like, oh, your design cute, who did that? And I would tell them, oh, I did it. And then they're like, oh, I want that or whatever. So like he kind of had an issue with it, but he didn't really have an issue with it. He just asked me to start cleaning my nails, like taking the polish off before I come up there, which wasn't a big deal. I kind of understand, like, you don't want nobody promoting they stuff up in your shop, taking business from you, which I wasn't taking business from him because I wasn't even doing other people's nails at the time. So, this, like, I don't know, should I just jump into, okay, I'm not gonna tell y'all about the day yet. I want to kind of like tell y'all like our relationship so y'all can kind of understand like why me and him, why it got this bad. Me and him had, I'm sorry, I'm cold. Me and him had kind of a love-hate relationship. Like he was my favorite nail tech, like no cap, because he did the best acrylic work, period. That's like, I don't know how any other way to pull it. He did the best acrylic work in the town. And like if he was at the other place, when people go there, that's who they asked for. Like they would wait to get him. So, but he didn't like doing pedicures. He didn't like doing no designs. He really did. Like, I don't even think he liked doing nails. Like, I just don't think that was his thing. I think it was just, it makes him money. So, his relationship, like I got to the point where I would go like early in the mornings on a weekday so that it wouldn't be like nobody there, and I could just like he could take his time and I could just get what I want done, and it wasn't like an issue. So like I said, at this point he would send me like every couple of weeks. Like I was going, like I kept my nails done at this point in time, and he got comfortable with me, like way too comfortable. So like he would joke with me, like because I'm black, he would call me LaQuisha and stuff, and I'm just like, you know, that's kind of racist, but I left it alone. So like I kind of got fed up, and I started calling him Chin Lee. That's not really what I started calling him, but what I started calling him, the name I started calling him ended up being his real name. Like I was just trying to like doing it to like kind of get, not to be racist, just to kind of get him to understand like that's not okay. It's kind of racist. Like so, but y'all, it kind of backfired because it turned out it's his real name. I saw a piece of his mail and it had that actual name on it, and I'm just like, yo, that's crazy. So anyways, I fast forward to like The next couple of weeks, I go in there and I'm telling him, like, I want a pedicure this week. He's like, I don't touch feet. And I'm like, well, who finna do it? Who finna do it, bruh? Because you ain't got nobody else in here with you. And he tells me, y'all, this is how comfortable this man was with me. Go run your water. Y'all, I'm in a nail salon to get my pedicure, and this man tells me, go run your water. Like, go turn on your own chair. Put the plastic in there and run your water. Sir, I said, you must not gonna get paid today. He said, you can turn the water. I said, you must not go get paid today. So he gets mad. He said, well, I need a cigarette. He go outside and he take a smoke. I promise y'all, if y'all live in my hometown, y'all probably know who this is. So he gonna take his little cigarette break, and he come back and he line the little chair the little tub apart, and he turn the water on or whatever, and he's doing my toes, and he's mad because he already didn't want to do no pedicure. So like he does my pedicure and or whatever, and when he finishes, like he lets the water out, he basically tells me, like, he brings, like, it's 409. I don't know if it's actual 409, but it was a 409 bottle. And he, like, puts it there. He was like, clean your tub out. I'm just like, do I work here? Are you gonna pay me? And he's like, I filled it up, like, and I'm just like, it's your job. And he's just like, whatever, just leave it. So, after he finished my toes and I went over there to get my nails done, he didn't paint my toes and thing. He just did the pedicure because I was gonna paint them to match my nails when I got home. And he starts doing my nails and he shapes them or whatever, blah blah blah. I leave. So the next 2 weeks, I come back again, and he's like, "Do you want a pedicure this week too?" I'm like, "No," which I found kind of strange. He was being really nice, because dude kind of had an attitude. He was rarely nice like that. I'm just like, no, I'm just getting my nails filled. And he's just like, oh, okay, well, sit down. So I sit down, and he starts like putting oils on my hand, which I thought was strange, because usually he just cleans around my nail bed and then like he starts about drilling around. He doesn't really oil it. He's like massaging my hands with some oil, and I'm just like, okay. He's like, you good mood? I said, yeah, I'm in a good mood. He said, okay, good. I'll be right back. Watch my kids. And this man proceeds to leave me for a good 45 minutes with his sons. He just left me with his kids in the nail salon, y'all. Like, obviously, I'm not just going to leave. I'm not going to leave little kids on their own. And because I'm like, what? No, he like, I'll be back. And like, I'm thinking, what? He's like, right back. I'll be right back. And I'm just like, huh? And this man really leaves me in this nail shop with his kids, like I'm their babysitter. Like, that's why he was being nice. He was trying to get me like on the smooth and just ready. Like, okay, watch my kids. So he finally comes back about 45 minutes later. I kid y'all not. Like, this man ran all his errands and got food. He came back with all types of food. I said, you bring me some food back? He said, no. And I just feel like, okay, I don't watch your kids for almost an hour. You could at least brought me a snack or something. So anyways, I'm like, well, can you start my nails so I can go? Then he goes, I need a smoke break. Like, in that whole 45 minutes, no time did you think to have your smoke break, sir. I'm just like, all right, whatever. So this point, the kids are over to the side. They're eating their snacks, whatever, their food or whatever. I think he had like some KFC for one of them and like some nuggets from McDonald's for the other one. Ain't bring me nothing. And he had him some food. So he come back in like with a drink, and he put his cigarette out. He said like the little bit that was left on the table, like right where he do my nails at. Like, I'm just like, whatever. So he starts on my nails, and I get them done, and it's fine. And I told him, I was like, I'm not paying you today. And he was just like, yeah, you are. I'm like, definitely not. You're paying me like, that's the babysitting was payment. And he just goes, okay, like, cause you know, like, that's only fair. Like, I literally watched your kids for almost an hour. Like, you can put the acrylic, like, you're not paying them, you're not designing them, you can put the acrylic on for free. It's cool. So I left. So the next week I come back, but I didn't come back at my regular time. This time I was doing something that morning, so I had to come back I had to come that afternoon. And when I came that afternoon, y'all, there was about 3 people ahead of me, and one of the people ahead of me was an older lady. She was about maybe 70. She's an older black lady, and she had her Bible with her. She's like reading her Bible while she was getting a pedicure. And it was one other girl in there, and he was like doing her nails, and then it was another girl, and she was kind of like soaking in the tub also. And she looked like she was some type of, she looked like she was Mexican. And she had a pretty kind of strong accent. She had kind of strong accent as well. So I believe she was Mexican. If she's not, I'm sorry. If you ever see this, I don't know you. But if you ever see this and you're not Mexican and you remember this day, I do apologize. So she's getting her feet done, and the older black lady apparently was in there first, and he started working on the other girl's feet first because he had them both like soaking in the tub. And the girl nails he was supposed to be doing, she was the granddaughter of, or the daughter, she was kin to the older black lady. So, excuse me. So he starts working on the other girl's feet first, and she tells him, she's like, no, she says, no, my grandmother was here first. You need to do her feet first and then do my nails. And he's trying to tell her, I'm going to do this lady's feet first to get her out of here because I have to do your nails and her feet. And so basically the girl's saying, I don't care what all you have to do first. We were here first. So you serve us first. And like I said, his customer service is trash. So, when that's getting done or whatever, I'm just listening, because at this point he's brought me over. He already knows I just want acrylic, but I told him, I said, and because he was going to start mine because I just wanted acrylic, I said, no, I can wait. I'm not in a hurry. I can wait. So, because like he probably was gonna tell him I had an appointment or something. I don't know, but the girls arguing back and forth with him. So finally he just stops in this woman's feet, like mid feet, puts her feet back in the water, and goes over to the other lady that's reading her Bible, and he starts doing her feet. And the whole time he's doing her feet, he's just like cursing, like any curse word you ever heard in your childhood when your daddy cheated on your mama. It's the cuss words he said because he was mad that he had to do this woman's feet first. And I ain't gonna lie, her feet wasn't like all that, but like, okay, she we ain't gonna talk about her feet because she was a sweet lady. But I think she was a sweet lady. She didn't say nothing to me. But he's just cursing and cursing like so much, like I don't even understand like the speed and the amount of curse words that was coming out of his mouth with no accent on them, y'all. That accent he had was gone. It was dead. It was done. And he was just cursing. Like F word, B, like F bomb, B word, S word, D word, like just back to back. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is a lot. Like, y'all, and I'm not just super holy sanctified, but it was a lot. And so the old lady, she says, sir, could you please watch your language? And that just made it worse. This so-and-so told me to watch my blankety blank language and the blank, because I'm not going to say all those words right here. My little cousins watch me. But he was going off, like, really mad. It was like he wasn't saying it to her, but you could tell it was definitely directed to, like, he wanted her to understand. Like, you don't tell me to watch my language. But he was saying it as though he was talking to himself. So she asked again, sir, could you please watch your language? Like, she was not rude about it. She was so polite. I'm like, this lady has a Bible and her granddaughter is like here and she's hearing her grandmother ask and she's not saying anything. And I'm just like, sis, why are you not taking over your grandma? And he's basically just on a rampage. Like, I don't know if he was mad because he had to do her feet first. I don't know if he was mad because he had to do the other ladies. He had to stop on the other ladies' feet or what. So I told him, I said, I'm going to get something to eat and I'm going to come back. So I left and I came back. Y'all came back. This man was still there. He had just finished her feet. and was finna start on her granddaughter's nails and was still just cursing. And I'm just like, he still ain't over it. Dang. So when they left, they were done. And I also waited until he finished the Mexican lady's, the lady that looked Mexican, because I'm not sure if she was Mexican, the Latinx lady's feet before. So basically they just left me and him in there alone. And I let him finish my nails, and I told him, I was just like, you're a really good nail tech. I said, but you need to work on your customer service, because you shouldn't talk to your customers the way that you talk to them. I said, that older lady, you should show some respect for her, because, you know, you saw that she was very godly. She had her Bible with her. And I said, just try to be a little more considerate. You know, I said, I didn't want to say this in front of all your customers. I wasn't trying to be rude about it. I was just trying to, like, make him aware, because sometimes people just aren't aware, you know. I was like, I didn't want to say anything in front of all your customers. I wanted to talk to you one-on-one. So that's why I waited till everybody left. And he goes, you need to mind your blank business. Like, he starts cursing me smooth out. So I'm just like, hold up. You know, that real politeness, it switched up real quick, because I do got the attitude in me. I don't always give it, but it's definitely there. So I switched it. Hold up. You're not gonna talk to me any type of way like you my daddy. My daddy don't even talk to me like that. So that's what you're not gonna do. And so, like, he's like, you know, come back here. You don't come back. You're bad. Don't come back to my nail shop. So I'm just like, oh, mom, you gotta come here anyway. You can't even do designs. Like, what? I was like, you don't like to do toes. You don't like to do nails. You just stuck in a job you don't even like. So I don't have to come back here. I said, it's other nail shops here. So I started going to the other nail shop again, the one from my first story time, because sis had to get her nails done. So at this point, I'm going to the other nail salon about probably 3 months, every 2 weeks, for 3 months. And I don't have a certain nail tech there, because nobody was really great. Everybody was just kind of like, they'll do enough for me to come home and buff it out and work it out when I get home. I'll put it that way. Because I used to do that a lot. I used to come home and kind of reshape my nails a lot and then paint them. So I guess after like 3 months, the nail shop he was in just kind of stopped opening a little, and he started being in that nail shop where I was now going. Now, as y'all remember, he banned me from his nail shop, y'all. So at this point, man, you really shouldn't even have nothing to say to each other, right? Also, I want to tell y'all, like I said, our relationship was like love-hate. Like, he low-key adored me, but every time he saw me, he flipped me off. Yeah, that type of like, it was weird. It's very weird dynamic. I'm just trying to get my nails done. I don't know what he had going on. So when I walk into this other nail salon that I'm going to now, the one from my first story time, but the first story time happened first because I was going there first, and then I started going to his, and then I started back going to that one. Okay, so when I walked in there, the girl who had messed my nails up, and then like this other guy that one time messed my friend's nails up, and then like this other guy who really liked feet, because he used to always tell me I had cute feet because I have really little feet, and he used to always be like, your feet are so little and cute and tiny. So like, I think he has a foot thing, like a foot fetish. Yeah, that's who I was in there. And then I'm waiting, and the woman told me it'd be like 30 minutes, and then the guy that I got into it with the nail salon, the one that he blocked me, or the one that he banned me from coming in there, he waltzes in there like, how you gonna do it today? Nah, 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 nah. And I'm just like, So he looks, now it's like 3 people in front of me on the list, and he looks at the list, and he knows my name, because like I said, I used to go there regularly, and he calls my name and says, come on. And I'm just like, okay. So and I didn't have an appointment. That's why my name was on the list, because I didn't have an appointment. So the people in front of me, they're looking like, oh, she must have had an appointment. So I didn't say nothing, y'all. I just let him. He was like, just acrylic. I said, yeah, boom. He hit it off. He did my acrylic, no problem. It was nice. I left. I went home. So the next couple of weeks when I came back, he was in there already, and he had somebody that he was already doing their nails, and it was one nail tech open, the guy who had messed up my friend's nails, but he didn't like mess up the shape, and all I was getting was the acrylic. He had just like messed up her paint, so I was just like, I wasn't getting painted, it didn't matter. So I was just like, he called me, I was just like, okay. So the guy that banned me, he stops mid-foul, like he's fouling this lady's nail. He just stops mid-foul and he just slams the foul on the table. He goes, no, you don't do her nails. You don't do her nails. He's like, you get up, you go here, and then you get here. And so like he just stops doing this girl's nails, switches her to the other nail tech, and starts doing my nails. And I'm just like, okay. So at that point it was just really kind of weird, and I haven't been to get my nails done since I started doing them myself. After that, quite a bit, like even the acrylic, or either I would just do press-ons, because y'all, like, it's just a lot. Like, you go to the nail salon to relax, and you don't want drama and cursing and people smacking your hands with fouls and just giving you attitude, but still want you to be in their seat. And if I go get my nails done, I want to relax. I want to get my nails done. I want to hop in that chair and let that massage chair beat the crap out of my back and soak my feet and get my leg massaged and all that. Like, I'm trying to be on relaxation vibes. So yeah, you guys, that's really it with that story time. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I hadn't been to the nail salon since, y'all. Like, at all. I need to find me another nail tech though, because I do miss getting my nails done and getting pedicures and all of that. But yeah, it was just a lot, and I didn't miss it too much, because when I want my nails done, I know how to do them. They last 2 weeks when I do them, usually about 2 weeks when I do them. So it's not really a big deal, and they be cute. So yeah, that's all, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop another video, and I'm out.